Obama announces $7 billion power initiative, and Madiba remains in hospital. With your news updates, I'm Hasina Gori. United States President Barack Obama has invited African heads of state to a summit next year on U.S.-Africa relations. He was addressing students at the University of Cape Town. President Obama says he wants to take the engagement between Africa and the United States to a new level.
And I want America to take our engagement, not just on security issues, but on environmental issues and economic issues and social issues, educational issues. I want to take that engagement to a whole new level. So I'm proud to announce that next year I'm going to invite heads of state from across sub-Saharan Africa to a summit in the United States to help launch a new chapter in U.S.-African relations.
Obama has also announced a $7 billion initiative to double access to power in sub-Saharan Africa. Obama says almost two-thirds of people in this region do not have access to electricity.
We're going to start by investing $7 billion in U.S. government resources. We're going to partner with the private sector, who themselves have committed more than $9 billion in investment. And in partnership with African nations, we're going to develop new sources of energy. We'll reach more households, not just in cities, but in villages and on farms. We'll expand access for those who live currently off the power grid. And we'll support clean energy to protect our planet and combat climate change.
In Africa, hundreds of thousands of Egyptians have continued with their protest in Cairo and other cities through the night, demanding the resignation of the Islamic president Mohamed Morsi a year after he first took office. The crowd in Tahrir Square was the biggest since the revolution in 2011. And finally, last night, well-wishers continued to drop off flowers at the Mediclinic Heart Hospital in Pretoria, where former President Nelson Mandela is receiving treatment for a recurring lung infection. Celia Street opposite the hospital was a hive of activity. Posters with messages of support to the ailing Mandela adorn almost the entire wall. Mandela has been in hospital since June the 8th and is reportedly in a critical but stable condition. Yesterday, prayer meetings were held for the ailing Madiba. Different churches and organizations arrived to pray for the well-being of this global icon. The Umkhonto weSizwe Veterans Association also visited the hospital to pray and to wish the elderly statesman well. Catch the latest news anytime here on Newsbreak's Option 1.